And so they'll talk you out of it and call it wisdom.
See? That flesh and blood.
And God, like, I'm just looking for somebody that'll believe me.
That's good.
They'll say, Holloway, I think that's too much for you to handle. And you say, God put it in your spirit. Not knowing that God about to bring you the team of people or raise up the team that's going to help manage what He about to put in your life. He will not give you something that He will not equip you to maintain. Okay.
Jesus.
Genesis 11:1. It talks about the children of the Tower of Babel being built. And, go there real quick. Okay, I know, I gotta go. But y'all been so good. Y'all hungry. I know a lot of y'all want to.
Yes.
Right, next Friday night. Just the babies can sleep a little later tomorrow. It says, Genesis 11, the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. Oh, that's so important. Mark that in your Bible. There was one language, one speech.
Yes.
One language, one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone and slime. They had for mortar. And they said, go to. And they said, and they said, and they said, and they said, they said. They said, one language, they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make us a name. That's real important. That's motive. That's motive. They stated an impossibility to build a tower to reach the heavens. But look at the reason why they wanted to do it. To make a name for themselves. Lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Lest we be scattered. This is what they didn't want to happen. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one. And they have all one language. They are in perfect agreement. They talking the exact same thing. One ain't saying we can do it, the other saying we can't.
See?
All of them saying we're going to do this. And we're going to do it together as one.
Yes.
And they have all one language, and this they began to do. They didn't have counsel with nobody else. They just got to working.
Got to working. Help us, Lord.
And now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. They got the image on the inside. That's why God has given you an imagination. You think He gave it to you so the devil can use it?
No.
He gave you an imagination which gives you the blueprint before you start building.
Come on.
You gotta have blueprint.
Come on.
Before you give it to contractors to implement the blueprint.
All right.
The architect gives the blueprint. The contractors take the blueprint and start creating the blueprint. What is the image in you? What is the image for your life in you? What do you see? Don't ask me what I see for your life. What you see, prophet, what the Lord telling you. Wait a minute, what He telling you?
That's good. That's good.
What do you see? I know what my faith is. Where is your faith? All things are possible to him that believes. What can you believe for? When I pray for people, I ask them, where is your faith?
Right.
If you want to believe a total recovery, I'll believe with you. If you just want to believe that you go through the surgery well, I'll go with you right there.
Yeah.
What's your level of faith?
Yes.
And this is one thing you got to be honest with yourself. Don't overload your faith.
Right.
Overloaded.
It's like me going to work out in the gym. And if I ain't been in the gym for years, I'm not going to go in trying to lift 500 pounds. My muscles are not developed for it.
That's right.
I could kill myself.
That's right.
And that's what we do. We try to do faith blunders, trying to keep up with somebody that we can't keep up with.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Because you're afraid to admit that your faith just ain't there yet.
See?
That's good.
You got to admit where you are before God can take you further.
That's good. All right. That's real good. That's all right.
But now the Bible says faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word. You can grow your faith. But you just got to recognize where you are. If you only got apartment faith, then go ahead and believe for the apartment. You still got a place to live. But know that we are starting here, but we ain't staying here. Because what you'll do is you'll begin to gain history with God. And it'll build your faith up. But what some of us have done, we heard somebody else's testimony because God told them to give their car and they got two. And you say, oh, I'm going to give my car, and you still riding the bus.
Go get your car back. Go get it back.
He told them.
Start over.
He might just tell you so gas into the car that you just got.
Yes, Lord.
You can do that. Don't hurt yourself. Because see, a message like this, you get stirred up, you be ready to come to the work. Go down, I'm a king of the priest. Go around, God, woo, yeah. And you go out and try to handle something, it's like, wait a minute, Lord, wait a minute. Because it takes some sustaining. It's one thing to obtain, but it's another thing to maintain.
And
Big house
sustain.
costs big money to maintain. Big yard, you just can't push your little lawnmower over the big yard. You have to hire a gardener, a landscaper, or buy a right lawnmower. Because it costs you $2,200. So you got to do that, yeah. You got to count the cost. And we see here in this account, they begin to do this thing, and God had to come and confound their language, so that, watch this, he shut them down from achieving by disrupting their communication.
Disrupting communication.
Say that he want to stop you, get rid of the agreement. Disrupt the communication. Say two different things. Both of y'all want the same results, but you're saying it two different ways.
Oh, she ain't gonna have no arm.
One of our overseers told us before we started the ministry, he said, Mike, your ministry will only be as successful as your marriage.
Yes, Lord.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I saw things that spilled over. Because how you watch this, the Bible says you can't even run your house. How you going to run the house of God?
Ooh.
And how you spend there, you're going to do it in ministry. You're going to do it with your business. If you're an emotional spender, you're going to do it the same way. You got to get control of your emotions. Even in your giving, you got to get under control. Because some of you are sowing, God didn't tell you to sow.
That's right.
What, a preacher telling you that? Yep. You sow your last 20, but God was like, you know what? You were supposed to keep it. I didn't tell you because I told you to sow the 20 before. But this one, you need to get your food tonight.
Go ask for it.
And you'll get caught up in the moment. And you'll give out of emotions versus out of obedience. I'm trying to help you tonight. Oh, Lord, I'm helping somebody now. Because these are things, Lord, what you want me to do here? Because I'm a steward over God's stuff. This is going to qualify you for more. Because I'm a steward. He's the owner. I'm stewarding his stuff. And my level of stewardship will determine my level of responsibility that he gives me. Sometimes God don't want you to get involved in certain situations because people going to make you their God. He said, don't get involved. But they got to learn something here. And it can hurt you because you love them.
Jesus.